Hi there, it's Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com here with the Hour of Devastation pre-release pack opening. So we're going to open this good old Hour of Devastation. What it comes with is 6 booster packs, a promo card, and a dice, and we're going to build a deck, and then we will see how well we do with the cards that we get in our sealed pre-release. So we're hoping for a good promo. I would like I don't know. What's a good bomb card? I definitely want a horse. A horse would be... Well, the horse would be actually tough without a bunch of life-linking ways to enable it. So, what's just a basic... I need to check out the set a little bit more. But right off the bat, I can see it's a really good promo. It's probably definitely a bomb card. So, jeez. This thing does not want to... I hate these flimsy cardboard box things. We'll do what should be done with these. Throw it away and hit Chloe with it. Sorry, Chloe. So I get a red dice. That's kind of cool. As you can see, it's got the Hour of Devastation symbol on it. Red, black. I don't know if they all come that way. Haven't opened any but this one so far. And my promo card is the Amit Eternal with the Afflict 3. And whenever an opponent casts a spell, he puts a -1 counter on it. And whenever it deals combat damage to player, remove all counters. So it's 3 mana for a 5/5. This card is incredibly powerful. It'll probably be swinging for 4 the turn that it swings in. But your opponent isn't going to be casting a lot of spells in a turn in sealed. So I'm definitely happy with this promo. Let's just hope that we're in black to actually make it worthwhile. So let's start this off with, let's just open up the boring Amonkhet packs and see what we get. So we have a compelling argument, which is good just for cycling. It's something that is definitely playable in the format. There we go. And then a Brute Strength and a Cartouche of Solidarity. A Cartouche of Knowledge, so get the Cartouche patch, which is good. A Shred Weakness, which is also pretty good. A Doom Dissenter. A Luxa River Shrine. See if you can see that better there. Sorry, I got my camera focused, but it's not focusing very well. A Compulsory Rest. A River Serpent. A Horror of the Broken Lands, which is another good cycling card. So we have a lot of the enabling cards, which is good. Bantu's Monument, Edifice of Authority, and our Aven Wind Guide. And then our rare is Bantu the Glorified. So yeah, black is looking pretty good. This is a card that's actually one of the better gods in sealed to pull. And then we get Garbage Token and Land. So far we are looking really good with the black. So I'm happy with the promo card and our first rare. So on to our next card, we have the Wing Shepherd, then the Essence Scatter, and a Desert Caradon, or Cerodon, however you say the name. Forsake the Worldly, lots of cycling cards, which are fine just to throw in, unburden, if we get like a cycling deck. But mostly, we haven't seen one of the big cycling cards yet out of Hour of Devastation. A Pouncing Cheetah, a Compulsory Rest, another one, another River Serpent, another Horror of the Broken Lands. Geez, these are all the Protection of Heckma. A Labyrinth Guardian. Trial of Zeal, very, very powerful trial. So we have a lot of cartouches and a lot of Zeals. Drake Haven, there's our cycling enabler. It looks like we're going to be going blue-black so far. Really, really good cards. And a Garbage Harvest. Oh, that's a cycling. A foil. Harvest Season. So I don't really care too much that it's... I mean, this is a filler card here instead of a common. So Harvest Season we're probably not going to run. And some garbage tokens. All right, so on to the juicy stuff. We have, out of our first pack, and forgive me, I don't know what a lot of these cards do. So we have the Spellweaver Eternal, so Prowess and Afflict 2. So really good card in our black deck already. Like even in aggro deck, that actually fits. So black-blue is still looking very, very good. We have the Dauntless Aven. Whenever attacks, untap a creature you control, 2/1 flying. That's for 3 mana. Very, very good. We have the Blur of Blades. You put a -1 counter on target creature, and if it dies... Oh, and it deals 2 damage to that creature's controller. So we've got the Trial and a Blur of Blades. It can actually be splashed quite easily in a deck. So I'm of course loving blue and black. We have the bomb cards out of blue and black and a ton of cycling to really enable that Drake Haven. So so far I'm married to my first couple packs, so we'll see what we get out of these other ones. We have another as additional cost to cast Lethal Sting, put a -1 on a creature you control, destroy a creature. Very, very powerful with some of the embalm cards that we have been opening. Beneath the Sands, you search your library for a basic land card, put on the battlefield tapped, and shuffle your library, cycling 2. Another just cycling 2. Like, it's just got cycling 2, so it can go in our Drake Haven deck. We have a Grizzly Survivor. Whenever you cycle or discard a card, it gets +2/+0. Whoa. This is starting to look at like a very, very good pool. And we also have another cycling 1 hexproof. Can you say insane pulls so far? A Desert of the Indomitable. And a Ruin Rat, Death Touch. Whenever opponent dies, exile target card from opponent's graveyard. It's just a 1/1 Death Touch. This is perfect. Doomfall. Either opponent exiles a creature they control, or you get a card out of their hand, which is good. Resolute Survivors. I haven't really seen a lot of... Well, we do have some good red and white cards so far. Resolute Survivors, you may exert it as attacks. Whenever you exert a creature, it deals 1 damage to each opponent, you gain a life. And a Sand Strangler. Oh, here's the new Kavu. When Sand Strangler enters the battlefield, if you control a desert, or if there's desert in your graveyard, you can have it deal 3 damage to a creature. Powerful, powerful card. Again, that's easily splashable. And in fact, even blue might be the splashable color just for the Drake Haven, because we also get a first mythic. We pulled 2 mythics out of these. A Neheb the Eternal. You flick 3 at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you add a red in your mana pool for each 1 life your opponent has lost. So it can ramp you into a bazillion things. And it's also got the Afflict. And we also pull a Foil Desert of the Fervent. So again, that's a pretty sweet card to pull with our cycling. And so far now, I would say that it's more like a blue-black or a red-black deck splashing for cycling for Drake Haven. So also got the Kitty Cat token, if that's anything to come. All right. Let's go on to the next. We have a Frontline Devastator. It's a flip 2 and then has fire breathing, so that's a pretty decent card on a body, on a 4 mana body. We have the Unquenchable Thirst. Enchanted creature enters the battlefield, you control a desert. Doesn't untap. This is a very good card, even splash. We have the Mummy Paramount. Whenever another zombie enters the battlefield, it gets +1/+1. We have the Harrier Naga, just a 3/3 for 3 mana. These are, almost every set has something like that. A Wretched Camel. When it dies, if you control a desert, or if there's one in your graveyard, target player discards a card, 2/1 for 2. That's fine. We have another Beneath the Sands that has cycling. We've seen that one already. An Oketcher's Avenger. You may exert as it attacks. When you do, prevent all combat damage would be dealt to it. 3/1. Very aggressive card. A Gift of Strength. Target creature gets +3/+3 in reach until end of turn. Instant speed. A Crash Through. Creature control gains trample. Draw a card. So a nice little cantrip card. Can give our 5/5 trample if I want to play that card. Strategic Planning. This is a reprint. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them in your hand and the rest in your graveyard. Really good with Embalm type cards. We have another cycling card which has imaginary threats that creatures target opponent controls attack this turn if able, and then they don't untap. This seems like a blowout limited in the right positioning, so more reasons to be running the blue, and it does have cycling. But if anything you get us in red-white, here's the Resolute Survivors, and our red-white is pretty aggressive. So, geez, double Resolute Survivors. Desert's Hold, which enters the battlefield if you control a desert. You gain 3 life, and enchanted creature can't attack or block. And then for our rare is Imminent Doom. When it enters the battlefield with a Doom counter, whenever you cast a spell with converted mana cost equal number of Doom counters on Imminent Doom, Imminent Doom deals damage to target creature or player. I actually think this is playable and limited just because you do get a lot of value out of it. So, I don't know. You have to have a good curve, though, because you have to start with, 1. You have to have a 1, and then a 2, and then a 3. This might just be too hard to get to work in limited. All right, 2 packs left. Again, I don't know exactly how I will end up building this. There's a lot of arguments for red-white. Black, of course, is super strong with the promo and the mythic. We have blue looking really good with all the cycling cards. So far, I haven't been pretty happy with the green. We've had a lot of filler cards with the green. Avon Reed Soccer, 2/3 flying for 4 mana. Pretty filler. We have the Mummy Paramount again, which is good. It's a 2/2 for 2 mana, so in our aggro deck, we definitely want to run it. Another Frontline Devastator, the Afflict card. You can get in there for that last bit of damage. A Carrion Screecher. I actually like this card, a 3/1 flying for 4 mana. Zombie Bird. We have the Oasis Ritualist. which is the Exert Add Mana, so it's ramping. Again, there's not a lot we can do with our green. With nothing to really ramp into. We have a Geru's Rune Renunciation, so it's just got cycling and tap 2 creatures. An Unsummon, that's good in a tempo deck for sure. Good old Unsummon. Sorry, I'm trying to hold these so people can see. A Desert of the Mindful, so we got another cycling desert, and it works really well with all of our desert stuff. So again, for splashing, that's pretty good. A Manalith, and this is on camera, everyone. So anyone that says that I'm cheating with my pool, we got another one. 3 for 3 with the Resolute Survivors. I might just have to go red-white. It's just so insanely 3 of them with these. They like work off each other too. Whenever you exert, it's gonna be so tough for me not to go red-white. But our black is solid. Our black is super solid. Same with our cycling strategy. So I don't know. I don't know. Pretty crazy. We have a Hashep Oasis, the 3/3 desert. And also, speaking of deserts, we have the Ramanup Ruins, which is the red desert, which I do like because late game it does get us where we want to be in an aggro deck. And unfortunately, we don't have anything to actually work with this card, but it is Jeru with Eyes Open. It goes and searches a Planeswalker, but we don't have a Planeswalker. We also get a Merciless Eternal. Well, I guess... Oh, no, it deals damage to a Planeswalker. 4/3 for 5 mana is probably not... Vigilance is probably not good enough by itself without a Planeswalker. The Merciless Eternal is pretty sweet. Afflict 2, and then you have the ability to discard a card to get it +2/+2. So it works in our cycling strategy. Going to be a very, very tough deck to try to determine how I'm going to build this. So last pack here. See if we can go 4 for 4 with the Merciless Survivors. A Resolute Survivor. That is so crazy. We have another Dauntless Aven. Oh, yeah, we're going red-white. It untaps Exert creatures. Another Blur of Blades. Very good card by killing off early stuff and then just doing 2 damage no matter what. So another Unquenchable Thirst. Really good card for blue. Another Beneath the Sands. Jeez, we almost have a playset of those as well. Right when I think I was set, we have a Grizzly Survivor, which also works with the discard route. A very aggressive card, and then you cycle stuff, and it just gets huge. A Ambuscade. Target creature control gets +1/+1 and Death Touch and fights a creature. Or just deals damage. Insanely good card in Limited. A Desert of the True. The cycling white card. I don't know. This might be one of the toughest limited pools that I have to build because we have another cycling Striped Riverwinder. Hexproof 5/5, 7 mana. Goes perfect with the cycling. Here's a nice... This card's actually not that bad. It's a 3/1 for 3 horror, and then it exiles all those Embalm cards from your opponent's graveyard. A pretty solid Eternalized card. It's a 2/3 for 3 mana, or 4 mana, and it's got Eternalized 6. We have the Angel of the Feral God, a 4 for flying or a cycling for 2 mana. Not too bad. A Vile Manifestation. Another cool card in the cycling strategy, as it's a 0/4 for 2 mana, and then every card with cycling in your graveyard gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Again, this is going to be so crazy. Inferno Jet, either 6 damage to target opponent for 6 mana, or on cycling 2. And we finally do get a good green card, which is the Resilient Kenra, but I don't think that it's going to be able to push us over the top of where we want to be in the format. So let me readjust the camera here, and we'll see what we can put together in the respective deck lists.